Welcome back to the hallowed halls of Spellbound stories, where ancient legends breathe once more. I am Black, your harbinger of the forgotten tales, ready to unveil part 3 of Gods and Pharaohs, exploring Egyptian mythology. Are you prepared to decipher the riddles of the gods, to uncover truths as old as the pyramids themselves? Before we step into the realm of eternal stories, ensure your place among the seekers of truth. Subscribe to Spellbound Stories and ring the bell icon to join us in each step of this timeless adventure. As the cycle of the moon brings us together every Monday and Thursday, so too will our journey through the sands of myth continue. Now let's start part 3, Influence and Legacy of Isis. The worship of Isis continued long after the decline of ancient Egypt. Her cult spread to other parts of the world, and she became a popular deity in the Greco-Roman period. The influence of Isis can be seen in various aspects of ancient Egyptian culture, including art, literature, and religious practices. In art, Isis is often depicted in statues and reliefs, showcasing her beauty and grace. She is also a common subject in funerary art, where she is shown as a protective goddess guiding the deceased to the afterlife. In literature, Isis is a central figure in many myths and legends. Her story of love, loss, and resurrection has captivated audiences for centuries and continues to inspire writers and artists today. The legacy of Isis can also be seen in modern culture. Her image and symbolism have been incorporated into various forms of art, jewelry, and fashion. She has also become a popular figure in modern paganism and neo-paganism, where she is revered as a goddess of magic and feminine power. In conclusion, Isis is a powerful and revered goddess in Egyptian mythology. Her roles as the goddess of magic and motherhood make her a beloved figure, and her story of love and resurrection continues to captivate audiences to this day. The worship of Isis and her influence on ancient Egyptian culture have left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire and fascinate people around the world. Horus, the god of kingship and sky Horus, is one of the most important and widely worshipped gods in Egyptian mythology. He is often depicted as a falcon-headed deity, representing the sky and kingship. Horus played a significant role in the ancient Egyptian pantheon, and his mythology is intertwined with the history and culture of the civilization. Origins and family. Horus is the son of Osiris and Isis, two prominent deities in Egyptian mythology. According to the myth, Osiris was the king of Egypt until his brother Set murdered him out of jealousy. Isis, the wife of Osiris, managed to resurrect him temporarily to conceive their son, Horus. Horus was born to avenge his father's death and reclaim the throne from Set. The battle with Set. One of the most famous myths involving Horus is his battle with Set. Set, the god of chaos and violence, usurped the throne of Egypt after killing Osiris. Horus, determined to restore order and justice, challenged Set to a series of contests to prove his worthiness as the rightful king. The battles between Horus and Set were fierce and symbolic of the struggle between good and evil. In one version of the myth, Horus lost his left eye during the fight, which later became a symbol of protection and healing. Eventually, Horus emerged victorious, and Set was banished from the throne. The Eye of Horus. The Eye of Horus, also known as the Wedjat or the Eye of Ra, is a powerful symbol associated with Horus. It represents protection, healing, and restoration. The myth of the Eye of Horus is closely linked to the battle between Horus and Set. According to the myth, after losing his left eye in the battle, Horus's eye was magically restored by the god Thoth. The restored eye became a symbol of healing and protection, and it was believed to have the power to ward off evil and bring good fortune. The Eye of Horus was often used in amulets and jewelry, and it was also a prominent symbol in funerary rituals. Horus is often associated with kingship and the pharaohs of ancient Egypt. The pharaohs were believed to be the earthly embodiment of Horus, and they derived their authority and legitimacy from him. Horus was seen as the divine protector and guide of the pharaohs, ensuring their success and prosperity. The concept of the divine kingship of Horus influenced the political and religious structure of ancient Egypt. The pharaohs were considered the intermediaries between the gods and the people, and their rule was seen as a reflection of the order and harmony established by Horus. Horus and the sky Horus is also closely associated with the sky and the sun. He was believed to be the god who controlled the daily journey of the sun across the sky. Horus was often depicted as a falcon or as a falcon-headed man, symbolizing his connection to the heavens. In Egyptian cosmology, the sky was seen as a manifestation of Horus's power and authority. The sun, as the life-giving force, was believed to be under Horus's control. The rising and setting of the sun were seen as the eternal cycle of Horus's victory over darkness and chaos. Horus was worshipped throughout ancient Egypt, and his cult had numerous temples and shrines dedicated to him. The most famous temple dedicated to Horus is the Temple of Edfu, located in Upper Egypt. This temple is one of the best preserved ancient Egyptian temples and is a testament to the enduring popularity of Horus. The worship of Horus was not limited to the pharaohs and the elite. Ordinary Egyptians also revered Horus and sought his protection and guidance in their daily lives. Horus was seen as a benevolent deity who could bring prosperity, fertility, and protection to his worshippers. Legacy and influence. The mythology of Horus has had a lasting impact on Egyptian culture and society. The concept of divine kingship, derived from Horus's association with the pharaohs, shaped the political and religious institutions of ancient Egypt. The worship of Horus and the belief in his power and protection continued long after the decline of the ancient Egyptian civilization. Horus's symbolism and imagery also influenced other cultures and mythologies. The falcon, as a representation of Horus, became a symbol of power and protection in various ancient civilizations. The Eye of Horus, with its association with healing and protection, has remained a popular symbol in modern times. In conclusion, Horus, the god of kingship and sky, played a crucial role in Egyptian mythology. His battles with Set, his association with kingship, and his connection to the sky and the sun made him a revered and influential deity. The worship of Horus and the belief in his power and protection continue to captivate the imagination and fascination of people around the world. Anubis, the god of embalming and the dead Anubis, is one of the most recognizable and important gods in Egyptian mythology. He is often depicted as a man with the head of a jackal or as a full jackal. Anubis is the god of embalming and the dead, and he plays a crucial role in the afterlife rituals and beliefs of ancient Egypt. Origins and role. Anubis has a long history in Egyptian mythology, with his origins dating back to the early dynastic period. He was originally known as Anpu or Inpu, and was associated with mummification and the protection of the deceased. As the god of embalming, Anubis played a vital role in the preservation of the body for the afterlife. Anubis was also closely associated with the weighing of the heart ceremony, which determined the fate of the deceased in the afterlife. It was believed that after death, the heart of the deceased would be weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. Anubis would oversee this process and ensure that the heart was not heavy with sin. Depictions and symbolism. Anubis is most commonly depicted as a man with the head of a jackal or as a full jackal. The jackal was chosen to represent Anubis due to its association with death and the desert. The black color of the jackal's fur also symbolized the fertile black soil of the Nile, which was associated with rebirth and regeneration. In some depictions, Anubis is shown wearing a robe or a kilt, and he often carries a staff or an ankh, the symbol of life. He is sometimes depicted with a scale, representing the weighing of the heart ceremony, or with a flail, symbolizing his role as a guardian and protector of the deceased. Role in funerary practices. Anubis played a crucial role in the funerary practices of ancient Egypt. When a person died, their body would be taken to the embalmer's workshop, where Anubis would oversee the embalming process. The body would be washed, purified, and then carefully wrapped in linen bandages. Anubis would also guide the deceased through the various stages of the afterlife. It was believed that after death, the soul would embark on a perilous journey through the Duat, the realm of the dead. Anubis would protect and guide the soul, ensuring its safe passage to the Hall of Ma'at for judgment. Worship and temples. Anubis was widely worshipped throughout ancient Egypt, and his cult had numerous temples dedicated to him. One of the most famous temples dedicated to Anubis was located in the city of Hardai, where the embalming process took place. This temple was a place of pilgrimage for those seeking the protection and guidance of Anubis in the afterlife. Worship of Anubis was not limited to the temples, as individuals would also offer prayers and make offerings to him in their homes. Anubis was seen as a compassionate and merciful god, and people believed that by honoring him, they would receive his protection and guidance in the afterlife. Anubis in mythology. Anubis is often associated with the myth of Osiris and his resurrection. According to the myth, Osiris was murdered by his brother Set and dismembered. Anubis, along with his mother Isis, played a crucial role in the resurrection of Osiris. Anubis embalmed the body of Osiris, preparing it for the afterlife, while Isis used her magic to bring him back to life temporarily. Anubis also played a role in the myth of the sun god Ra. It was believed that every night Ra would journey through the Duat, the realm of the dead, and Anubis would protect him from the dangers that lurked there. Anubis would guide Ra safely through the Duat, ensuring his safe return to the world of the living each morning. Legacy and influence. The influence of Anubis can still be seen in modern culture. His iconic jackal-headed appearance has been featured in numerous movies, books, and video games, often representing death and the afterlife. Anubis has become a symbol of mystery, power, and the supernatural, captivating the imaginations of people around the world. In conclusion, Anubis, the god of embalming and the dead, holds a significant place in Egyptian mythology. His role in the afterlife rituals and beliefs of ancient Egypt was crucial, as he guided and protected the deceased on their journey to the afterlife. Anubis continues to be a fascinating and influential figure in modern culture, representing the mysteries of death and the enduring legacy of Egyptian mythology. Thoth, the god of wisdom and writing. Thoth, also known as Jehudi, was one of the most important gods in Egyptian mythology. He was revered as the god of wisdom, writing, and knowledge. Thoth played a crucial role in the pantheon of gods, serving as a mediator and arbitrator between the gods and humans. He was often depicted as a man with the head of an ibis or a baboon, symbolizing his association with wisdom and intelligence. The origins of Thoth. Thoth's origins can be traced back to the earliest periods of Egyptian history. He was believed to have emerged from the primordial waters of Nun, the chaotic and formless void that existed before creation. Thoth was considered to be self-created, possessing immense knowledge and wisdom from the moment of his existence. The role of Thoth. Thoth played a multifaceted role in Egyptian mythology. He was the scribe of the gods, responsible for recording and preserving the divine knowledge and wisdom. Thoth was believed to have invented writing and was credited with the creation of hieroglyphs, the ancient Egyptian writing system. As the god of writing, he was also associated with the arts, mathematics, and science. Thoth was not only the god of writing but also the god of wisdom. He was considered the wisest of all the gods, and was often consulted for his knowledge and guidance. Thoth was believed to have the ability to see into the future, and was revered as the god of prophecy and divination. His wisdom and foresight made him an invaluable advisor to both gods and humans. Thoth and the afterlife. Thoth's association with writing and knowledge extended to the realm of the afterlife. He played a crucial role in the judgment of the deceased in the Hall of Ma'at. Thoth was responsible for recording the deeds of the deceased and weighing their heart against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. If the heart was found to be pure and balanced, the deceased would be granted eternal life in the afterlife. Thoth and the moon. Thoth was also closely associated with the moon. He was believed to be the moon god, responsible for its cycles and phases. The moon was seen as a symbol of wisdom and knowledge, and Thoth's connection to it further emphasized his role as the god of wisdom and writing. Thoth's lunar association also linked him to the concept of time and the measurement of its passage. Worship of Thoth. Thoth was widely worshipped throughout ancient Egypt. His cult centers were located in Hermopolis and Kmun, where he was revered as the chief deity. Thoth's worshippers included scribes, scholars, and those seeking knowledge and wisdom. He was often invoked in prayers and rituals, particularly during the process of writing and learning. Symbols and depictions of Thoth. Thoth was commonly depicted as a man with the head of an ibis or a baboon. The ibis was associated with wisdom and knowledge, while the baboon was believed to possess magical and mystical qualities. Thoth was often shown holding a writing palette and reed pen, symbolizing his role as the god of writing. He was also depicted wearing a lunar disc on his head, representing his association with the moon. Thoth in Egyptian mythology. Thoth played a significant role in many mythological stories and legends. He was often depicted as a wise and benevolent god, using his knowledge and wisdom to assist the other gods and humans. Thoth was instrumental in the resurrection of Osiris, helping Isis in her quest to revive her husband and restore order to the world. Thoth's wisdom and knowledge were also showcased in the myth of the Eye of Horus. When Horus lost his eye in a battle with Set, Thoth was able to restore it and return it to Horus, symbolizing the restoration of balance and harmony. Thoth's legacy. Thoth's influence extended beyond ancient Egypt. His association with writing and knowledge made him a revered figure in the development of writing systems and the spread of literacy. The ancient Greeks identified Thoth with their god Hermes, who was also associated with writing and communication. Thoth's legacy can be seen in the continued fascination with Egyptian mythology and the enduring interest in ancient Egyptian culture. His role as the god of wisdom and writing continues to inspire scholars, writers, and artists to this day. Thoth's importance in preserving and recording knowledge serves as a reminder of the significance of ancient mythologies in shaping human history and understanding. Mythical creatures and monsters. The Sphinx. The Sphinx is one of the most iconic and mysterious creatures in Egyptian mythology. It is a mythical creature with the body of a lion and the head of a human or a ram. The Sphinx is often depicted as a guardian or protector, and its presence is associated with wisdom and riddles. Origins and symbolism. The origins of the Sphinx can be traced back to ancient Egypt, where it was believed to have been created by the gods themselves. According to Egyptian mythology, the Sphinx was associated with the sun god Ra and was considered a symbol of divine power and protection. The Sphinx is often depicted as a male figure with a human head, representing the pharaoh or a powerful deity. In some depictions, the Sphinx has the head of a ram, symbolizing fertility and strength. The combination of the lion's body and the human or ram's head represents the balance between the physical and the spiritual realms. Origins and symbolism. The origins of the Sphinx can be traced back to ancient Egypt, where it was believed to have been created by the gods themselves. According to Egyptian mythology, the Sphinx was associated with the sun god Ra and was considered a symbol of divine power and protection. The Sphinx is often depicted as a male figure with a human head, representing the pharaoh or a powerful deity. In some depictions, the Sphinx has the head of a ram, symbolizing fertility and strength. The combination of the lion's body and the human or ram's head represents the balance between the physical and the spiritual realms. The Great Sphinx of Giza. The most famous and well-known representation of the Sphinx is the Great Sphinx of Giza. Located on the Giza Plateau near the pyramids of Giza, the Great Sphinx is a colossal statue that has captured the imagination of people for centuries. The Great Sphinx is believed to have been built during the reign of the pharaoh Khafre in the 4th dynasty of ancient Egypt. It stands at a height of approximately 66 feet and is carved out of a single block of limestone. The face of the Sphinx is believed to represent the pharaoh Khafre himself, with its regal and serene expression. The Great Sphinx of Giza is not only a magnificent piece of art, but also holds great significance in Egyptian mythology. It is believed to have served as a guardian of the pyramids and the pharaoh's tomb, protecting them from evil spirits and intruders. The Sphinx was also associated with the sun god Ra and was believed to have the power to control the flooding of the Nile River. Riddles and wisdom. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Sphinx is its association with riddles and wisdom. In many ancient Egyptian texts and stories, the Sphinx is depicted as posing riddles to those who wish to pass by or gain access to sacred places. The most famous riddle associated with the Sphinx is the one posed to Oedipus in Greek mythology. The Sphinx asked him, "What walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, and 3 legs in the evening?" Oedipus correctly answered, "Man, as humans crawl on all 4s as babies, walk on 2 legs as adults, and use a cane in old age." The Sphinx's riddles were not only a test of intelligence, but also a way to impart wisdom. The Sphinx was believed to possess great knowledge and insight into the mysteries of life and the universe. Those who could answer the riddles were considered wise and worthy of the Sphinx's protection. The Sphinx in Egyptian culture. The Sphinx has had a significant impact on Egyptian culture throughout history. Its image can be found in various forms of art, including sculptures, paintings, and hieroglyphs. The Sphinx is often depicted alongside pharaohs and other deities, symbolizing their power and authority. In addition to its artistic representation, the Sphinx has also influenced Egyptian architecture. Many temples and tombs were built with Sphinx-like statues guarding their entrances, serving as protectors and gatekeepers. The Sphinx's influence extends beyond ancient Egypt and has captured the imagination of people around the world. Its enigmatic nature and association with wisdom and riddles have made it a popular subject in literature, movies, and other forms of popular culture. The mystery continues. Despite its prominence in Egyptian mythology and culture, many mysteries still surround the Sphinx. Its exact purpose and meaning remain a subject of debate among scholars and archaeologists. Some theories suggest that the Sphinx was built as a representation of the pharaoh's divine power, while others propose that it served as an astronomical marker. The erosion patterns on the Sphinx's body have also sparked speculation about its age and origins. Some researchers believe that the Sphinx is much older than previously thought, possibly dating back to a time when Egypt experienced heavy rainfall and was not the desert it is today. The Sphinx continues to be a symbol of mystery and intrigue, captivating the imagination of people from all walks of life. Its timeless presence serves as a reminder of the rich and complex mythology of ancient Egypt and the enduring legacy of its gods and pharaohs. The echoes of our odyssey through gods and pharaohs exploring Egyptian mythology fade into the twilight as we conclude Part 3. The Nile's currents carry tales of old, tales that have withstood the test of time and the fall of empires. Subscribe to Spellbound Stories and be the first to hear the call of history. Await the unveiling of new secrets every Monday and Thursday as we delve deeper into the heart of myths. Until the constellations align to reveal the path to Part 4, may the legacy of the pharaohs inspire your dreams, and let the night be filled with the whispers of the past. Farewell, noble adventurers, until the sands of time bring us back together for the next chapter. Stay enshrouded in the legend, stay spellbound.